Hi everyone, my name is Adila. Today I'm going to be reviewing some Arab perfumes, some viral Arab perfumes. I, like everyone else, love to smell good, and I love a good, super long lasting beast mode fragrance. I love fragrances that fill a room and project and last a really long time. And I see a lot of reviews on Arab perfumes, but I feel like a lot of them aren't super accurate, or I don't know if they just react differently on different people, but I don't know. I just don't know how a scent could smell that different on someone. Like, I know it can happen, especially with maceration and different chemistry, but like, my experience with some fragrances have been completely different. I would say the best way to figure out if you like a fragrance or not is to test it out yourself. For reference, I love vanilla scents. Like, I love gourmand scents, but more gourmand, like a bakery, vanilla, that kind of thing, rather than fruity. I do like to try out different scents though, that I could maybe, like, I would wear on their own. I can still appreciate scents that aren't vanilla, but that's just for reference what I really like and what I'm super picky about. And I've always been this way. I remember even in junior high, like, I had people grabbing me and like inhaling my head because I would smell really good, and I was really obsessed with always smelling really good, and that was like my thing. I've been told all my life I can always smell you before I see you because it always smells like a cupcake or a bakery is like walking towards me. And that I always leave like a vanilla scent trail whenever I go anywhere, which I love to hear because that's exactly what I want. So I feel like especially for vanilla gourmands, I am very picky when it comes to that, so I can give a good review on that. As far as other scents go, I'll try to be unbiased and give a good review. LFA Hati. This one went viral. I think is one of the first Arab fragrances to go viral. This one is nice. I'm not gonna lie. So it's a very beautiful spicy scent. Okay, so for the top notes, it has nutmeg, pink pepper, ginger, bergamot, heart notes, cedar, labdanum, woody notes, and harmonious, and then the base notes, amber, musk, and ambergris. A lot of people say they smell vanilla in this. I don't. I think it is very spicy, but it has a little bit of sweetness. You can smell a lot of the pink pepper. It is a little powdery and leathery too. It's mainly spicy and more masculine, I would say. I wouldn't say it's a feminine scent at all. Not that if a woman wore this, it would be like out of place and it's like, oh my god, she's wearing like a man, she's wearing cologne or whatever. But like, I think this is a really beautiful, expensive smelling scent. It's just not feminine at all. Okay, so when I sniff it in the bottle, it's very spicy and I can't smell any sweetness at all. But when I spray it, it's a little sweeter. And like, you still get mainly spice, but you do get a little bit of that sweetness. I do smell pink pepper, I think, a lot in this. I think that's the main note I'm picking up. And amber. I would describe this as a more amber spicy scent with a hint of powdery sweetness is what I would say. But would I categorize this as a sweet perfume? Not at all. And I wouldn't even say it has a hint of vanilla in it. I don't know where people are getting that from. A beautiful scent though, and if you're going to like an event or something like that, I would say this is a beautiful scent, and it does fill a room and you can smell it from far away, and it has really good lasting power. A lot of spicy perfumes do. That's the trouble with sweet perfumes, is that they're not as long lasting as spicy perfumes tend to be. So this one is something that would be really good if you're going to an event or something. Even me, I'm a gourmand lover, but I would wear that because I just love the way it smells, even though it's not what I'm typically gravitating towards, because it has a little bit of that sweetness and it's not an overpowering spicy. So it's not like, I like, as any like gourmand lover can probably attest to, like, when a perfume is like so spicy, you're like, oh, okay, that's nice. But like you would never wear that, but you could see someone else wearing it. Like it's like you can appreciate it, but you wouldn't wear it yourself. This I can appreciate it, but I would also wear it myself. So I don't know, if you love sweet perfumes, it's still worth a try, and you can always layer it with your sweeter perfumes too. But I do like it. I really like it. Next one was a bop. Nebras. A lot of people love this one, and I don't understand why. I wish I got it, honestly. A lot of people I saw online were describing this as a vanilla scent. Like when you search a vanilla era perfumes, this always comes up, and I don't understand why. I've even seen people like describe this as like a hot chocolate scent. No, like they're wrong. To me, it smells like an air freshener mixed with berries, especially on like the first spray. After it dries down a little bit, you get a hint of vanilla and sweetness. Let me search up the notes for this. Okay, so top notes red berries, mandarin orange, heart notes vanilla, cacao, rose, base notes sugar, amber, and musk. So what I'm getting most is red berries, mandarin, amber, and musk. And then I'm getting a hint of, and then after that I'm getting more rose, and then vanilla, cacao, and sugar way at the bottom. Like I hardly smell it, honestly. After it dries down a bit more, it does sweeten up quite a bit, but I would say it's more of a cacao and rose sweet mixed with red berries rather than a vanilla hot chocolate, which is what I've seen a lot of people describe it as. It's not at all. If you don't like the smell of berries, don't get Nebras, because that's what you mainly get. And I don't know why a lot of people fail to mention that, but this is very fruity. If you want a true vanilla, this is not your perfume, but it is nice. I'm like I'd wear it, but it's not my favorite. If you're more of a fruity gourmand lover, I think you would love this. Like if you want a true vanilla that doesn't have anything else, just like sorry, she like screams in her sleep sometimes. If you want like a vanilla, that's not your perfume, I would say. And I wanted to try it because I saw it so highly recommended on TikTok. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know, it's like, it's just kind of disappointing when someone describes something, you know, just to hype it up. But then, like, when you get it, it's like, oh, it's just okay. You know, that's how I feel about Nebras. But I do like it. Don't get me wrong. But it's just not my absolute favorite. Khamra Kahwa by Latafa. I love this one, I will say. Let me search up the notes for this. Top notes for this: cinnamon, cardamom, ginger. Middle notes: praline, candied fruits, white flowers. Base notes: coffee, vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk. If I were to describe this, I would say it does smell like a cinnamon apple pie. You do get a little bit of vanilla in here too. This is actually really yummy. This, I would say, is the perfect mix between a fruity and bakery gourmand. You get a little bit of fruitiness in this, but you also get like that pie kind of smell in it. So if you don't really know what you like, this would be a good alternative. I think this is honestly perfect for everyone. I think it's also a really good unisex scent. If you like spicy, you have spicy. If you like sweet, you have sweet. If you like fruits, you have fruits. And if you like vanilla, you have vanilla. If I were to gift a scent to someone, I think I would gift them this, just because like I can see it being loved by everyone. So like forget how much I like this, and then when I smell it again, I'm like, oh, that smells so good. This does smell really expensive, so I think it would work for all occasions. This one is definitely a top favorite, and this is a top favorite for a lot of people, I think, but I'm always doubtful whenever people say that, so I wanted to try it out for myself, and I think if this one really does live up to the hype. And I think this one has won awards and stuff too. So this is the Khamra Kahwa. There's also just the regular Khamra, and I think this one I like more for sure. Okay, now one of my favorites. I'm so excited for this one. Choco Musk. Okay, so I have the spray and I have the roller ball. The spray I love her. Okay, let's talk about this one first. So the spray is obviously very sweet. You get a slight bit more spice with the spray than you do with the rollerball. The rollerball is just like straight chocolate. Oh my god, it smells so good. If you're like a vanilla bakery kind of gourmand lover, like go for Choco Musk. This is honestly amazing. This one does start off a bit more, like you get a bit more of that alcohol, and then as it settles down it becomes sweeter and sweeter. It's not as long lasting on your skin, it's better on your clothes, but if you layer it with this then it does last better. If you just want one or the other, go with the rollerball, because this, it doesn't have alcohol in it, which is what makes perfumes project, but for some reason this projects better and has better lasting power and easier to travel with because it's so tiny, and then you could just reapply if you ever need to. This one is definitely a favorite of mine, but if you layer it with this on your skin then obviously you get more projection and more, you know, whatever, but you do also have more perfume on yourself, which makes sense. But if you have this one and you want a way to make it last longer, then layer with this and it'll last on your skin. And then if it's still not working, spray it on your clothes and then it'll last for sure. But it smells so good that honestly, like, and the bottle's tiny, so it's easy to like carry around and just reapply when you want to. I'm actually just going to, oh, it's so good, I can't get over it. This is definitely a favorite. And then I think this might also get better with maceration. I haven't let it macerate too much. I think I've macerated this one for a couple months, but it is really good. Like if you have this one, I would say try both out honestly. Then they're so affordable that it's like you're not really losing much if you get both, and then they just smell delicious together. Beautiful scent, beautiful perfume. Love it. Perfect. It's amazing. Perfect. Love it so much. I bought this before actually and went through a rollerball, but I didn't appreciate it as much before. And then I got it now and I'm obsessed with it. I can't go a day without applying this on myself, seriously. Even if I'm just sitting at home, I just carry this in my pocket in my PJs and I just like walk around my house and like apply it on myself because it's so pretty. And then I do tend to go nose blind, so I like to just keep applying it all throughout the day. I bought 12 of these. I went a little crazy and bought 12, but I think I'm gonna need it, especially because the oils too, they kind of need to macerate as well. So if you can see this, it's clear. The liquid inside here, the perfume inside will eventually become more brown, which is when the oil has macerated, and then it'll last even longer and project even better, which I was surprised by because I already feel like does pretty well on its own, but once it macerates, it's gonna do even better, which I'm super excited for. I can't wait for them all to macerate, which is also why I bought so many, because then they can just macerate and just sit on the side while I use like a couple of them up. But yeah, Choco Musk, definitely in my, I think even top 3 right now. And now another bop. This is so gross. I don't even know how anyone could like this. Okay, this is Neroli Riviera. The bottle is so beautiful. It breaks my heart that the perfume inside just makes me gag. This looks like a Tom Ford bottle, right? Like, it's so beautiful. But, okay, when I smell it in the bottle, it's not too bad. It's still bad, but not too bad. But my sister bought this the other day, and this is, like, it almost made me throw up because it was so disgusting. I think, like, the best way to describe this one is, like, you know, Gillette shaving cream. Like, if you've ever smelled that, like the Gillette shaving cream, I think it's that in a bottle, pretty much. It's so strong and masculine and just, I think, like, I love offensive scents almost, but this is almost too offensive. Like, it's just, I don't know, I can't. It's like when someone oversprays Axe and then like you're like, come on man, like you don't smell good. Like it's too much. That's this perfume. Like I'm sorry if this is like someone's favorite perfume and I'm just like dragging it, but I just don't understand how someone could like this. At least not on its own. If you layer with something, I'm not even gonna spray this on myself because I'm so scared. Like, I've been spraying all the perfumes, but this one I can't. If you possibly layered this with something, then I could see this. I don't know, actually. It smells like gasoline and Gillette. Like, it's so bad. I would put this on the do not buy list for sure. But the bottle's super pretty. Honestly, if you buy the bottle just for decoration, which is like super necessary because like all of these bottles are pretty, you could buy a pretty bottle with a nice perfume inside. So never mind, don't buy this. Moving on from that one, the next one is a hit. It's La Tapa Eclair. It's so good. So I bought this as a dupe for Bianco Latte. This smells it's a very vanilla, caramelly, cupcake, bakery kind of scent. Let me try to search up the notes. I know I haven't been searching them up, but I think Choco Musk is honestly like the most simple thing ever. And then this is just disgusting. Like, I think Choco Musk is literally just chocolate, vanilla, and musk. Like, it's literally in the title. It's just not complex. Like, Choco Musk is not complex. It's very linear. But that's what I like too, is because I don't want to always have like an amber note or whatever in my perfumes. I like to sometimes just smell like chocolate or like just vanilla. I think Choco Musk does a really good job of that, and so does Eclair. Eclair does a really good job of that too. You don't get any spiciness at all. Okay, so the top notes: caramel, milk, and sugar. Middle note: white flower and honey. Base: vanilla, praline, and musk. The thing that I'm getting the most is the vanilla, caramel, sugar, and a hint of white flowers. I'm not getting any musk, honestly. So this one I would say is a pretty close dupe. I think that would have to be a video on its own. Okay, I'm gonna review this perfume on its own, and then I might do a Bianco Latte versus this one because it's almost there. I don't know. And then some people might just want to know about this on its own versus like comparing it with Bianco Latte. So I'm just gonna do this on its own for today. If you are a gourmand lover, you will love this perfume. Longevity wise, it does last a really long time. Like, I sprayed it last night before bed because I always spray perfume before bed, and then I woke up this morning and I could still smell it on my skin. My sister could too, because I always bother my sisters. I'm like, can you smell this? Can you smell that? Just to kind of test out how well a perfume is lasting on me, because I obviously will go nose blind to a perfume, but they won't, because obviously we're not together 24/7. So that's how I like to test my projection and stuff too. This, projection wise, it doesn't project the most. I would say it projects maybe like a couple hours, but it does stick really close to the skin. I have let it macerate for a bit, and I've noticed that the performance has gotten better. I think it helped the longevity a little bit, but I have also heard that the longer you wait, the better it gets. So I'm hoping that the projection and stuff gets better, because I know in a lot of people this does last really, really well and projects really, really well. A lot of people say it projects on them for like 7-8 hours. I have not found that to be the case for me, but it might also just be an age thing. It might just not have had enough time to sit around. So for gourmand, these two are the most gourmandy perfumes. If you want a gourmand and spicy and slightly fruity, go with these two. I would recommend this one over this one though. So if you're just looking for one, go with this one. And then just ditch Nebras. Get it out of your mind. Don't even think about buying it. And then for spicy, with a hint of sweetness, buy this. And then don't buy Ever, 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 ever is this one. Don't buy it. Seriously. You will regret it. I wonder if there's a way to like rip this off and put another scent in it. Okay, but also this might also be up your alley because my little sister likes this scent, which is so crazy. Everyone else in my family hates it, but my little sister likes it, so I don't know. I don't know, you might like it, but I honestly can't understand how. I hope this isn't someone's like favorite perfume and I'm just like ragging on it, which like is a possibility because everyone has different tastes, obviously. But I'm a gourmand girl, so I'm sorry. And like I do appreciate other scents, but this is not even one that I can appreciate, so I'm very sorry if you really like it, but it's so bad. But that is it for my reviews on Air perfumes. I'm also getting a few more in, so I'm excited to try those out. And I have a few more that are kind of macerating and stuff still. So yeah, I'm excited. And then I also saw some new releases, which I'm really excited about. Like there's this Rehab vanilla toffee I want to try. And then I can't remember them off the top of my head. Oh, the new Badi Alud. Um, the pink one. It's supposed to smell like rose milk and stuff. And like, if you're Middle Eastern slash South Asian, I feel like it's gonna smell like this like rosa, which is kind of like this rosy like syrup that we mix into milk and like add dry, like crushed up dry nuts and stuff. And like in my head, that's what it smells like. And I would love a perfume that smells like that because that drink smells delicious. So I'm excited to try those ones out once they're out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.